is Vishnu Sarga Sandhis. So when there's some change in the Vishnu Sarga, some like deletion, some change, ityadi. So that's the Vishnu Sarga Sandhi. Sutra 79. Chachayo Sharamah, Tathayo Sharama, Tathayo Saramah. So Sutra 79 says, that if, again, there are three parts to it. If Chachayo Sharama, if we have Visarga at the first place, Vishnu Sarga, and followed by either Cha or Charama, then the Vishnu Sarga becomes Talavya Sha. It becomes Sha, Chachayo Sharama. For example, um, Krishna Chalati, just for example. Krishna Chalati. So we have the Vishnu Sarga, Krishna, followed by Cha. So the Vishnu Sarga becomes Sharama. So we get Krishna Chalati. Yeah, this is very common Sandhi again. Again, when there is Cha also, then Vishnu Sarga becomes Sha. Then second part is if Vishnu Sarga is there followed by either Ta or Tha Rama, then Vishnu Sarga becomes Murdhanya Sha. Sha. It becomes Sha. For example, let's say Krishna, something like Ikayate. So Vishnu Sarga becomes Krishnash Ikayate. So the second letter, it remains the same. There is no change in that, right? Similarly, when Tha follows, the same thing. And third part of the sutra is if we have Vishnu Sarga followed by either Ta or Tha Rama, then Vishnu Sarga becomes the Dantyasa. For example, Krishna, Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. So Krishna tu. So the Vishnu Sarga followed by Ta, so Vishnu Sarga becomes Sa. So Krishna's tu. We have like in Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. Krishnastu. Similarly, when Tha follows. Okay, so these were the three rules here. Examples given by Jiva Goswami are Krishna charati, Krishna charati, Krishna chadayati, Krishna chadayati, Krishna tikate, Krishna tikate, Kah tharamah, Kash tharamah, Krishna tarati, Krishna tarati, Krishna thut karoti, Krishna thut karoti. Okay, so the Vishnu Sarga Sandhis are also very commonly used. Now, second rule. Adarama Gopalayor Urnityam. This rule means if we have a Vishnu Sarga preceded by a, and then that Vishnu Sarga followed by either a or any of the Gopalas. What is a Gopala? Anyone?
Hari Gada, Hari Ghosha, Hari Venur, Hari Mitram, and Hastha.
Okay. So if there is Vishnu Sarga preceded by the Vamana A and followed by either the Vamana A or any of the Gopalas, then what happens is Adarama Gopalayor Urnityam. Then the Vishnu Sarga becomes U. It becomes the Vamana U. It becomes the Vamana U. For example, uh, Krishna Atra. Krishna Atra. So we have the Vishnu Sarga preceded by the Vamana A, right? And this Vishnu Sarga is followed by a Vamana A again. So we see that this fulfills the requirement of this sutra. So the Vishnu Sarga becomes U. So we'll write it like this: Krishna plus U, and then Atra is there. Now, because this U was connected to the previous word Krishna, now we will apply further sandhi here. Which sandhi can be applied between A and U? Anyone?
Ad, Advaya, Udvaya O.
Udvay O. So A and U will become O. So it will become uh, Krishna and Atra. Okay. So we are not done yet. There is one more sandhi which can be applied here. We have when we have Krishna plus Atra. Which sandhi do you think can be applied here? Krishna plus Atra.
Udvaya,
Which one?
Udvaya, Udvaya, oh,
No. Which sandhi can be applied here?
Udvaya Vaha.
No. That's O, not U.
Oh,
Udvaya O.
No, no. So see, whenever you have two words like this, and you have to figure out the sandhi. So just think of the last word and the first word, the combo, and then think, okay, which formula, which equation?
oh, 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 oh.
Na, na, na. We have O plus A. O plus A. We had another sutra after this. O, 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 A, O, 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 O.
Vyakaranam Vishnu Padante.
Eobhyam asya haro Vishnu Vedante. Right. Eobhyam asya haro Vishnu Vedante, which meant if we have A or O at the first place, followed by A, then we will delete A. And then we put that apostrophe or avagraha. So, Krishna tra. After O, A is deleted, and we get this apostrophe mark. So, as announced in the last class, today we'll finish this Vishnu Sarga Sandhi. So, tomorrow is Sandhi Pariksha evaluation. So, yeah, better work on the sutras. So, Krishnotra, okay? Let's say Saha Aham. Same pattern. Saha Aham. We have the Vishnu Sarga preceded by the Vamana A. And this Vishnu Sarga is followed by a Vamana A again. So it fulfills the prerequisite of this sutra. So the Vishnu Sarga becomes U, and then A and U becomes O. So we get So Aham. And then Eobhyam Asya Haro Vishnu Padante again. The A of Aham gets deleted and we get Soham. Now let's take another sutra. Ramaha, not sutra, example. Gachati. Ramaha Gachati. Or let's take Yato Dharmas Tato Jaya, that way. Yataha Yato Dharmam, Yato Dharmam Tato Jaya. Yato, let's say Dharmaha. From that, Yato Dharma Tato Jaya. So we have Vishnu Sarga preceded by A, Vamana A, and followed by Dha. Is Dha Gopal? Is Dha Gopal?
Yes.
Dha is a Gopal or not? Yes, it is a Gopal. It is
Yes.
Hari Ghosh. It's Hari Ghosha. Hari Ghosha is a Gopal. So fulfills the requirement of the sutra. Vishnu Sarga becomes U, and then A and U becomes O. So we get Yato Dharma. Yato Dharma. Now, one thing here is if you um, like open up any verse, or if you're reading any shloka, and you come across any word ending with O. For example, this is 111 Bhagavatam. Uh, so, okay, which words do you see they are ending with O here in this verse?
Vinimayo. Vinimayo.
Vinimayo. What else?
Sargo,
Sargo.
Namo.
Namo. We have Yato also.
Yato.
Yato.
Rejo, Tejo.
Yeah, Rajo is also there. Rajo. Tejo is also there. Tejo. And yeah. So now the thing is, in a verse, whenever you see any word ending with O Rama, so by default, so this O Rama is because of the current sutra, which we just studied. So by default, you have to understand that this O is actually nothing but aha, a Rama and the Visarga, the a Rama and the Vishnu Sarga. So if you see here, this Namo is Namaha, aha. Then Yato is Yataha. So O by default is aha. Again, Tejo is Tejaha. Vinimayo is Vinimayaha. And if you actually, try to do it by yourself also, for example, you keep Vinimayaha plus Yatra. And then you will see that you are able to apply Adarama Gopal Yorur Nityam, the current sutra. So by default, whenever you see O, just understand that this is actually aha. Okay? That was simple. Any doubt in this one? 80th? Now the next one, 81. Advaya bho bhago aghobhyo lopyah sarveshware tu yascha na cha lope sandhihi. Now this sutra explains, if we have advaya, which means a or a, or we have the words bho, bhago, agho, bho, bhago, agho. So if we have either of them followed by Vishnu Sarga, which is further followed by any of the Sarveshwaras or any of the Gopalas, then what happens is the Vishnu Sarga gets deleted. The Vishnu Sarga is deleted. We delete the Vishnu Sarga. This is also very common. For example, Arjunaha Uvacha. Okay? Arjunaha Uvacha. So we have the Vishnu Sarga preceded by A. And this Vishnu Sarga is followed by U, which is one of the Sarveshwaras. Now, one question to all of you. Are these prerequisites like also fulfilling, like matching the previous sutra? Are they?
Yes.
Okay, one says yes. Another devotees?
Yes.
Okay, two says yes.
Who is not a Gopala?
Yeah, who is not a Gopala, right?
So
Does it match or not?
can't
Yes or
be
no?
followed that. No.
Okay, one say no. And what about Janitai Broji? What do you think? Yes, no.
Oh, yeah, not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. So those who said yes, you're wrong. The answer is no. Why? Because in Sutra 80th, the equation was a followed by Vishnu Sarga, which is further followed by Vamana or any of the Gopalas. Now you say, is this matching the previous one?
No.
No, because we have
No.
U here, right? Because the following letter is U. It's very simple. See, in Sandhis, the main thing is that you have to remember the equation, what comes after, what is required before and after, whatever like the requirement is. Okay, so we can't apply the previous rule, and this rule is there. So Arjuna Vacha, so Vishnu Sarga is there, preceded by Vamana and this Vishnu Sarga is followed by a Sarveshwara, which is U. So we delete the Vishnu Sarga and it becomes Arjuna Uvacha. Okay. Now, do you think we can apply any further Sandhi here? If yes, then which sutra? We have A and U next to each other. Be quick.
Udvaye O.
Okay, Advay, Udvay, O, Udvay, O. So if we can apply that sutra, Udvay O, and it can become Arjuno Vacha like this. But we can't, we will not apply this because the sutra says that once we have deleted Vishnu Sarga, then there will be no further Sandhi. So it is prohibited. The sutra says this. But when a Sarveshwara follows, no, when the Vishnu Sarga is deleted, there is no further Sandhi. Na cha lope Sandhi. So this is a prohibition. So when the Vishnu Sarga is deleted, then there will be no further Sandhi. Although there is a Sandhi which is applicable, like in this case, Udvay O. Got it? That's why in Bhagavad Gita and all we see this Arjuna Uvacha, Dhritarashtra Uvacha and all. Okay, let's do another example. Samaveta Yuyut Savaha. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyut Savaha. If we check here, Bhagavad Gita, the first verse, you will not see the Vishnu Sarga here. There is no Visarga, Vishnu Sarga here because of this rule. So we have the Vishnu Sarga preceded by the Trivikrama A, which is accepted. It's one of the Advayas. And the Vishnu Sarga is followed by Ya. So Ya is a Gopala, right? Harimitra. Harigada, Harigosha, Harivenu, Harimitra, and Ha. Ya is Yaralava, Harimitrani. So this rule will be applied here and the Vishnu Sarga will be deleted. And we get Samaveta space Yuyuts Savaha. That's all. Got it? Now let's take another example. Krishna. This is the example which we also took in the previous sutra. Krishna plus Atra. Now, all of you, the sutra equation is in front of you and also the example. Is this Sandhi, like these two words, are they fulfilling the requirement of Sutra 81? Yes or no? Can we apply 81 here? In the given.
Yes.
Okay, what is yes? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So you all are right. So we can apply 81. Now check Sutra 80th again and see if we can apply Sutra 80th also here. Check once.
Yes. Because
Okay.
there is oh.
Okay. Yes. So we can also apply 80th here and 81st also. Both the sutras are applicable on this Sandhi. Krishna plus Atra. So in such case where both the Sandhis can be applied, So we go for Sutra 80th. We will apply Sutra 80, not 81, because that is more specific and this one is more general. Okay, so we will not apply 81. So whenever there is a clash between 80 and 81, we apply 80, 80.
Okay.
Okay, then, and then also if we have either of these words, bho, bhago, and ago, these are vocative words, used in sambodhana, in calling someone. And if we have any words, so then the visarga also gets deleted from these words. Okay. Then Sutra 82. Esha sa paro Vishnu jane. If we have Eshaha or Saha, any of these words, followed by any Vishnu jana, then the Vishnu sarga will be deleted. The Vishnu sarga gets deleted. So, for example, Eshaha Krishna. So Eshaha, there is Visarga, Vishnu Sarga, and Ka, a Vishnu Jana following. So the Vishnu Sarga gets deleted and we get Eshaha Krishna. Similarly for Sa. Now some of you can think or ask that why is there a necessity, for making a separate sutra when the same function was happening in the previous sutra, deletion of Vishnu Sarga. So the thing is that in the 81st sutra, Uh, out of all the Vishnu Janas, only Gopalas were allowed. When Yadavas were there, then this sutra was not applicable. But this 82 facilitates any Vishnu Jana, any Gopala, any Yadava for these two words. That's why a special sutra is made. So for Esha and Sa, these two words. Oh. Then this is also one interesting sutra. Ra Ishwarat Sarveshwara Gopalayo. Ra Ishwarat Sarveshwara Gopalayo. If we have a Vishnu Sarga preceded by an Ishvara, what is Ishvara?
Varjita stu Sarveshwara.
Sarveshwara.
Avarjita, Sarveshwara,
Ishvaraha.
Ishvara. All the Sarveshwaras excluding Advaya, the and A. So if we have any Ishvara, preceding a Vishnu Sarga, and if that Vishnu Sarga is further followed by any Sarveshwara or any Gopal, then what happens? The Visarga, the Vishnu Sarga becomes Ra Rama. It becomes the letter R. This is also a very common Sandhi again. For example, Kavi Bhi. Okay, let's say Uchyate first. Kavi Bhi Uchyate. So we have the Visarga, Vishnu Sarga, preceded by Vamana E, which is Ishvara. And this Vishnu Sarga is followed by U, which is a Sarveshwara. So the Vishnu Sarga becomes Ra, and we get Kavi Bhir Uchyate. Can anyone recite the second verse of Bhagavatam? I'm just recalling something. Dharmah projita kaitavotra paramo nirvatsaraणाम satam vidyam vastavamatra vastu shivatam tapatrayon Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kimva Parer Ishwaraha Sadhya. Okay, so do you all have access to like Bhagavatam? Maybe on computer somewhere. And if you can check the verse and tell if there's one sandhi there. this particular sandhi there. If you can figure that out. 112. So a usage of this sandhi is there in the second verse.
Vyakaranam.
No. You can take help of the synonyms, word to word meanings.
So can you show the Sutra again?
I'm sorry.
Can you show the Sutra again?
Yeah, one second.
Avarudyate.
No.
Paraihi Ishvarah.
Right. So paraihi ishvarah. Now, if you see paraihi and ishvarah, we have Vishnu Sarga preceded by ai. So a, I, o, o. So I is also an ishvara. And the Vishnu Sarga is followed by a Sarveshwara e. So the Vishnu Sarga becomes parair, ra Rama, right? So this is also a very common sandhi. Vishnu Sarga turning into ra Rama. Parair Ishvara. Kim va parair Ishvara. Hmm. Okay. Then same when Gopala is there. You know, like instead of Sarveshwara, when Gopala is there, same Vishnu Sarga becomes ra. Okay, then the examples by Jiva Goswami are Harehe idam, Hare ridam. In fact, the example Harehe Nam. So we have Vishnu Sarga preceded by Ishvara and it is followed by Gopala, Harivenu. So Vishnu Sarga becomes Ra and we get Harir Nama. We keep on chanting Harir Nama, Harir Nama. So this is how we get Harir from this sutra. Okay. Anishwaradapi Ra Rama Jaha. Krishna. Now there is a concept here. Uh, Ra Rama Ja Vishnu Sarga. So Raramaja Vishnu Sarga means the Vishnu Sarga which is born of the letter R, which is born of Rama. For example, there are like certain like words in Sanskrit, for example, original words like pratar, bhratar, let's say punar, ityadi, and many more. So now these words are actually ending with Rama, right? As you can see here. These words are actually ending with Rama. And by some sutra, by some further sutra, these Ramas, they become Vishnu Sarga. So Pratar becomes Pratah, Bhratar becomes Bhratah, Punar becomes Punah, ityadi. Okay? So these Vishnu Sargas now, they are called the Raramaja Vishnu Sarga. Ja means Jayate, born of. So those Vishnu Sargas which are born of Rama. Got it? Now the sutra says Anishwaradapi Raramajaha. That if we have such Raramaja Vishnu Sarga preceded by any Sarveshwara now, whether they are Ishvara or not. So if we have such Raramaja Vishnu Sargas, I'm just keeping Ra here for the sake of remembrance. Uh, so if we have such Vishnu Sargas preceded by any Sarveshwara and followed by any Sarveshvara or any of the Gopalas, then such Vishnu Sarga will also become Rama. Such Vishnu Sarga will also become Rama. For example, Pratah Atra. So we have Vishnu Sarga now preceded by A, which is not Ishvara, right? Which is not Ishvara. But still Vishnu Sarga becomes Ra because of this rule. Similarly, Gih Mukundasya, Gir Mukundasya, ityadi. Now, one thing here is that as we study chapter 2, the next chapter, we'll get to know words more like in depth, ending with Ra, which are born of Vishnu Sarga. So we'll get the knowledge of this sutra, the words actually, vocabulary in the next chapter. So don't worry about that. Okay, so that was the sutra. Anishwaradapi Ra Rama Jaha. Now, okay. Okay, two more sutras and then we're done. Ahano Vishnu Sargasya Ro Ratri Roop Rathantaradanyeshu. So there is this word called Ahan. Ahan means a day. And by some sutra in chapter 2, the Na becomes Vishnu Sarga. So we are left with the word Aha. Aha. Now the sutra says the Vishnu Sarga of the word Ahan becomes Ra Rama when something other than the words Ratri, Roop, and Rathantara follows. So basically, if we have the word Ahaha and anything except for those three words, Ratri, Roop, and Rathantara, except for these three words. So the Vishnu Sarga becomes R, simple. For example, Ahaha, uh, Ahaha becomes Aharaha. They are very much used also, Aharaha. Ahaha Ganaha becomes Ahar Ganaha, which is like series of days, a month. And yeah. And when we have either of those words, Ratri, Roop, then we apply different rules, previous rules. Like Aharatri becomes Ahoratri. Aharupam becomes Ahorupam, ityadi. Okay? So quite simple. Nothing much here. The last sutra.
Prabhuji,
Mm-hmm.
how Ahobhagyam becomes uh, it's Ahaha and Bhagyam,
No,
or
no, no, no.
it's different?
They are that aho is an abhyaya. That's an abhyaya. That's a different word. That aho is
Okay.
separate, so that is this one. Um, which is an abhyaya. Like alas, ah, oh. It can express rejection. It can express joy. It works both ways. So aho bhagyam, that aho is a different word. Like aho bata shobachato gariyan and aho bhagyam. So they are used in these meanings. Praise also, yeah, both negative and positive, depends on the usage.
Yes, thank you.
Rore lopyah purvascha trivikramah. Sutra 86 says, if we have Ra Rama followed by another Ra Rama, and this first Ra Rama, let's say it is preceded by a Vamana. So if we have such equation, we have Ra preceded by Vamana and followed by a Ra Rama. So this first Ra Rama gets deleted. The first Ra is deleted. For example, let me give an example from Guru Ashtakam, verse 6th. What is the sixth shloka? Nikunja yuno ratikeli siddhyai. So,
Usually it is Vamana or Trivikrama.
okay, let's say if it is anything, whether a Vamana or a Trivikrama. I'll explain. So, Nikunja yuno ratikeli ityadi, we'll just stick to these two words. Now, Nikunja yuno rati. So, we have the Vishnu Sarga preceded by O, which is an Ishvara, right? And this Vishnu Sarga is followed by Ra, and Ra is a Gopala because it is a Harimitra. Okay? So now, here we can apply this sutra, 83. 83 is applicable here. So we apply Sutra 83, and by that sutra, what happens? The Vishnu Sarga becomes Ra. And then Rati is there, the next word. Now, let's come to this sutra. We have this Ra followed by another Ra. Okay? And this Ra can be preceded by anything, Vamana or Trivikrama. Now, here we have O, which is a Trivikrama. Doesn't matter. So if we have Ra followed by another Ra, so this first Ra gets deleted. So we get Nikunja, Yuno, and Rati. That's all. I figured this one out very recently. Like I studied Sandhis maybe in 2000, yeah, in 2015. And I personally figured this particular Sandhi out maybe in 2022, 23. This was like a mystery for me also. So Nikunja, Yuno, and Rati. This Sandhi is applied. Now what happens is, if the previous letter is like, already Trivikrama, so that's fine. We can't do anything there. But if it is a Vamana, then we will turn it into a Trivikrama Akshara. If the Akshara letter before the deleted Ra is Vamana, then we will have to convert it into Trivikrama. That is the rule. And if it's already Trivikrama, then that stays Trivikrama. So Nikunja, Yuno, and Rati. Other examples are also given. Like second one, Harihi Radha Priyaha. So first of all, Vishnu Sarga turns into Ra. And so we have Ra and Ra. So the first Ra is deleted and the Vamana he becomes Trivikrama. This is a bit tricky, Sandhi, actually, when it comes into the Shastras, to figure it out. So here we complete chapter 1, Sangya and Sandhi, Vishnu Sarga Sandhi. So anything here? If nothing, then we can recite the sutras of Vishnu Sarga Sandhi. Anyone would like to begin? Vishnu Sarga Sandhi's sutra.